Many people in their 60s are working from home, in a home office, studio, or workshop, and maybe finding it a little bit difficult to make the transition from a workplace where things are organized for you to your own home, where you have all the benefits of being in your own space, but how to make it comfortable and productive at the same time. Where do you place the office or studio in your home? What do you put on your desk? How do you arrange the furniture? So I want to talk to you today about how you can make your home workspace comfortable and productive. My name is Margaret Manning. I'm with 60andMe, and I'm really happy to have you here today. Thank you so much. It's a topic that I've been very interested in myself since I do work from home, and hope that you enjoy the conversation. Now, our show today is brought to you by International Living. International Living is a company that helps people retire abroad. They have correspondents on the ground, putting together reports and research on how to make the right decisions about where to choose as your retirement home abroad. They've got a great website, internationalliving.com/60andme, where you can ask them to send you a copy of their latest report. It's a great resource if you're thinking about retiring overseas. So let's talk about how to organize your home office. Now, it's great to work from home, right? You can pop the laundry in when you feel like it. You can work in your pajamas all day. It's really a very positive thing if you've gone from a more structured corporate environment and now you're doing what you love, hopefully, from a home office. But what do you do with this home office? How do you, create a space that's a workspace where you can get things done, where you aren't going to be interrupted and distracted, but at the same time, how are you going to make it not just comfortable and attractive, but powerful for what you're trying to accomplish? Now, feng shui is a way of organizing your furniture and your household around principles that have to do with the way that energy flows in the world. I'm not a feng shui expert, but one of our bloggers, Terry Nesbitt, is, and she wrote a great article on this, which I encourage you to read because she's got some very specific things. I'm going to talk about a little bit more general level things that I know might work for you, but she's got some really good ones about the specifics of what's on your desk, where exactly to place things for the most efficient flow of energy in your home, in your office, the room, and in your life personally. So there's 3 conscious choices that you have to make when you're thinking about how to organize your home office, studio, workshop. And they are where it's going to be, the office is going to be located in your home. How are you going to arrange everything in it? That's the furniture, the desk, the chair, whatever else you might have in that room. And then what's going to go on your desk? Those are the 3 areas that we're going to talk about, and some really good suggestions that are coming up. So I hope that you find this useful. First thing, where you put the office. Location. Is it you're going to be a spare room? Now, one of your children and sons and daughters have gone off to college and then onto their own apartments. Is it is that spare room now that's available? Are you going to convert it completely and use it for your office? Is it the table in the kitchen? Is it an area of the living room? Where is it that you're going to do your work? Now, as Terry says, if you can, it's really great to give yourself your own room. But if you have to work in a space where some people do like a cupboard that they put a desk in. I mean, there's all kinds of things, garden sheds. There's lots of different options. But it elevates, by doing it in one room, if you can, it elevates the importance of what you're doing in that room. You go to that room to work. It is your space. So if you can do that, that's really ideal. And it's not a space for other things. Like if you can keep it separate, if it's maybe though in your bedroom, maybe you've got an area of the bedroom that you can even partition, you can put like something around it to make it private. But it's going to be well organized. And most importantly, says Terry, good light. So if you haven't got natural light, make sure that you can get some light that's going to work. So that's where you put the room in your house. If you've got a room, it's ideal. The other thing is to make it your power place, your power position. So where you place the furniture in that room is really important. Now, first of all, place your desk in a what she calls a command position. This is a feng shui principle. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, feng shui. And make sure that you have a solid wall behind you, and that you have your chair that has a high back. So you've got your wall behind you, your chair has a high back, and it's all about for Terry creating a sense of security and space. So like, you're looking at the door. If there's a door, you're looking at it. You can see people coming in. You've got your security of a high back chair. It's against a wall. If you've got a tight space, Terry suggests that you put a mirror on the wall in front of you. So in other words, you should see as much of the room as you can. You should be in control of that room. So if you have a tight space, put a mirror, even if it's just lean a mirror up against the wall, that gives you can see around you and behind you, even though your wall is hopefully right behind you, or a wall is behind you. She says, if you can't see everything, at least be able to see the doorway. So have your mirror pointing in the direction of the doorway. Again, so that people, if it's in front of you, you'll see that. But if you're to the side, you'll see someone coming in. It's all about distraction. People sometimes think when you're working from home that you're not really working, that they can interrupt you. But you've got to make it a command position. She says that home offices need yang, active energy. Bedrooms need yin, which is passive energy. So if you're doing a bedroom office thing, that may not work completely unless you really separate the spaces. But the thing about colors and images too are really important. That gives energy to the room. I always used to, and I still do, have postcards on a bulletin board behind me at work. It was kind of one of my things. When people would come in, they'd look and see where I've been traveling, or just some image that I found really pretty. But now I even do it with pictures, and I have them all around me, collages of pictures of family and places. And I guess I've been doing the right thing for feng shui, because it's good to have pictures and color, but not to the point that it's overstimulating. But just that it inspires you, that it makes you feel like the room is alive. So one of the other great things with feng shui is to put a plant or a bowl of water with like a flower or a candle in it, something that brings energy to the room that's alive. I think this is so interesting. Just make sure, avoid images in your picture collage of things that are sad or sorrowful. Try to keep them positive images. And make sure everything in your room is working. This is like your computer, your printer. Hide electric cords, cover them up with ribbon or do something so that they're not, glaring at you, and make sure that everything is like operational. Keep the floor clear of books, magazines, papers. That's another principle. And she says for pictures, in addition to your collages, if you've got those, is pictures of waterfalls, picture of water, flowing water. That in feng shui is all about bringing energy and success and power into your life. I just find this whole thing very interesting. I need to learn more, but the water image should be coming into your room. The water should be coming in. So she says even fish images, koi fish, a picture of a fish in a fountain. It's really, really a cool image. Okay, next thing is your desktop. This is a good one because my desktop is pretty tidy, but not really tidy. The whole point of the desktop is to reduce stress and increase productivity. So you should have corners of the desk that are dedicated to certain things. And I use folders, like file folders, and I have them always clear. I have clear folders so I can see everything. I don't know whether that's a thing about it. The far side of the desk in the middle is a good place for your lamp, so facing your face. And files, papers, files should be on the center of the right side. I'm reading my notes because I have to remember this, but check out the article because it's all in there, and Terry did such a good job of this. Water fountain or vases should be at the front of your desk. And keep your phone and computer uncluttered. So have a place that it goes. So what else is it? Your phone, your planner should be on the right side too, like in front of the files. That should be where your phone goes, right side. Yeah, it's really interesting. And the other thing is make sure that in your actual tools that you use, like your phone and your address book, that is up to date. Delete old files, delete old pictures. Just make sure that everything is supporting the present moment, that's accurate and and attractive. And then the other thing is, if you go out into the world to work, you don't have a home office, or you need to go to Starbucks or wherever, or any coffee shop, just try to follow some of those principles. Sit always where there's a wall behind you, so that you have that feeling of like no one's coming up behind you. You've got your wall behind you. And the most important thing, on top of all the physical things that you do with the feng shui, is respect your work. Respect what you're doing and value it, and know it's important, and give it value, and then it will have value, and then your success will come from that. So I hope that this has given you some ideas. Is working from home more convenient for you? Is it something that you like to do, and that you find your independent way of expressing yourself? Is it working for you? I've got, finally, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Find Your Independence is my card for the day. It's my 60andMe inspirational deck card. Find your independence, because that's what you get when you're working from home. It's so important to know that what you're doing is worthwhile, purposeful, and of value. And thank you so much, Terry, for this great article on feng shui. I learned a lot, and hope you did too. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Please check out our website at 60andme.com. Also, we have Twitter, and we have a Facebook group, of course. And also, we have a YouTube channel here with 1,600 plus videos. And by the way, we've got some smaller communities too I want to mention to you, in case you don't know. We have a Patreon group, which is about 800 women, smaller group. We have private sessions, live shows, exclusive videos I do just for that group and for our Facebook supporters. So if you aren't aware of that, be sure to check them out, because 60andMe is in more than one place. We're a big group. So these groups like the Patreon group, they're just fun. They're fun places to be with other women, have a chat, and in a smaller world, which is protected. It's a closed group. If it's important to you, patreon.com/60andme. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back to talk again very soon. Bye-bye for now.